This is Jonathan Agger of Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Tommy Fury, who is back in the ring January 18th against Darren Till. Tommy, it's been a long time coming, your return. How are you feeling? You know, you're back in all the press stuff, big fight announced. How are you feeling?
No, it's great, mate. It's great. I mean, who doesn't like all this? You know, it's going to be a great fight, a great build-up, and a great promotion. So, at the end of the day, I'm happy with how everything's gone. You know, I've healed, my hand's healed, and I'm back in the ring. And you know, like I said before, started the year off in a hospital bed. Not sure whether I really was going to box again, because there was some stages of recovery where I thought this ain't getting any better or it's getting worse. So it's been a long road, but we're here now and we're ahead of a really big fight.
People didn't know which way you were going to go in terms of your next opponent. Why Darren Till?
Because at the end of the day, it's as new as it is for you guys. For me, you know, it was really easy. We went for a meeting with the Howlands and we tried to, you know, see if there was anything that could happen. And you know, they put Darren Till forward. And listen, he's a Liverpool guy against a Manchester guy. Obviously, a massive derby there, inevitably. And you know, he can fight. He's an MMA guy. So we'll see. He's in the prime, 31, 32. So I'm sure he's going to come and try.
You know, speaking to him earlier, he clearly doesn't rate you, KSI, anyone really in this scene. What is he going to be most surprised at when he faces you?
I think the power, definitely. I think now my hand's healed and I've had the surgery that's been needed on my hand. I think that he's and probably because that he doesn't think anything of me, he'll walk onto it and he'll have a big shock, as everybody does, whether that be in sparring or in a fight or anywhere. He's in for a shock. At the end of the day, if he says I'm shit and all this, his fucking last fight isn't much to go off, is it? I mean, I don't even know what that was, and he couldn't stop him, and that was I don't know what that was with a pair of red boxing gloves on, but didn't do too much there. So we'll see what we've got on the 18th.
Hard to know how good he is, because you know, he hasn't obviously had many professional bouts, but going off, you know, what you've seen, compare him to KSI and Jake.
I think he'd be a bit more put together than KSI. I don't even rate KSI. Like, I don't even know what he was doing in the ring. Like, he's star jumping up and down and everything but boxing. But I think, you know, Darren Till's not going to make a laughing stock of it. He's not going to stink the place out. I think he's going to come, he's going to hold his hands up and he's going to try and have a fight for as long as it lasts.
Did you see KSI's tweet saying you work for him?
Yeah, I think it actually was very silly, to be honest, because I beat him and he started crying many times after it. Still very bitter over it, but yet he's paying me millions to keep fighting, and he's giving me my own platform in Manchester. He's giving me all this, so I think the joke's on you, you absolute donut.
Do you think you win this fight, the rematch is there for you?
The rematch is always at the end of the day. Jake Paul and KSI, like they got one loss, and that's to me. So at the end of the day, I'm positive on one thing: if I get in the ring with them both again, it will end in a knockout, because it's still going the distance with them is something that haunts me even till this day. But I'm pretty sure now I've got my hand back, it won't be lasting too long.
Obviously, Friday night, everyone wants to know your thoughts. What did you think of Jake beating Mike Tyson?
Like I said, I've said about 100 times now, but business sense, amazing. Commercially wise, amazing. Everything's great. Fight wise, it's absolutely shocking, wasn't it? Like, it wasn't even a fight. Tipped and tapped around, don't hit me and I won't hit you. Got a paycheck and left. Like, that's all it was.
A lot of people sort of, you know, mentioning your name after the fight, but he didn't mention it himself. Are you surprised that he didn't?
Is he? He's not going to mention it. Like, oh, I run boxing, I'm the king of this. Well, you're not, mate. You face one boxer who was your own age and a novice at that, and you got beat. He actually got beaten easy, because if you watch the fight back, it was a complete unanimous decision. I outboxed him in every round, and I think it's slipped in the 8th round. That's the one big claim that he's got. But he's not going to mention my name, because he knows Jake Paul will never be able to beat me. There's no point. I can box his 2 ears off, no problem. So it is what it is.
So lastly, Tommy, since the fight, we've seen Daniel Dubois and Artur Beterbiev call out Jake Paul.
I've seen Beterbiev, but I'm not seeing Dubois.
Daniel Dubois said today that he'd give him a shot at his title. What do you make of that?
It's just ridiculous, isn't it? He got heavyweight champion of the fucking world. Like, what does he want with Jake Paul? Is he not making enough money already? He's fighting Anthony Joshua at Wembley. Like, if I was world champion and the king of my division, I wouldn't even be bothered. I don't even want to know the name Jake Paul. So I think it's a bit embarrassing for the sport of boxing. Like, you've got the champions there, undefeated, you know, unified, undisputed, and they're calling him out. What for? You're not making enough money being the king of the division. They should be, and if they're not, they're doing something wrong.
There you have it, Tommy. Appreciate your time. Good luck, January 18th.